want to welcome everybody to Johns Hopkins University, APL. This is our first conference here at the university after 3 years of absence of doing virtual for the last 3 years. So I want to introduce the host of the from Johns Hopkins University APL, Dr. Dutta. And my host here in Baltimore, IEEE, is Don. I should introduce myself first, I guess. I'm Roger Ding. I'm out of the Princeton University, Central Jersey section chairman for the IEEE. So this, like I said, has been our first after 3 years of absence. So just trying to get used to doing in-person conference again. So apologize. Please be patient with me on this. And with that start, I'd like to introduce, are we doing the slides now?
Okay. Anyway, so first of all, Roger, thank you for the introduction. And Don, you're representing the Baltimore section, IEEE Baltimore section. And Roger and I, we have worked together in Princeton Central District section for years. When we started this back in 2011, Roger, right? A little bit of history, we'll see the College of New Jersey. We started there with Professor Al Katz, Susan Donahoe, who is in University of Virginia right now. And then we moved to Princeton University. Professor Bean Spoor, he was the dean at that point, and he was gracious enough to have it hosted in Princeton University Friends Center. Then we moved to physics. And also like to introduce Wei Wang is here. Wei, you are here somewhere. You're a poster chair up in the back. So he's the main person behind the posters. So before we start the keynotes, I'll just go with some of the little bit of history, because as Roger said, we started almost 3 years after, right? The virtual. We are having a virtual for last 3 years, and now we are back to hybrid. As a lot of effort has been given to this. I'd like to thank you all the volunteers, our AV colleagues, management at APL, Dr. Ralph Semmel, and the director. He in fact encouraged that we do it here. So we are hopefully going to alternate between Princeton University and Johns Hopkins APL. All right, so let me proceed. So I've been the general co-chair with the help of everybody else here. Nagi Naganathan, he's the co-chair. He couldn't be here today. So I will give a little rundown of, all right, few other people I like to acknowledge. Roger Bing, who just spoke, chair, Princeton Central Justice Section. Jan Avento, Mithun Mukherjee, he's been our technical co-chair. Iman Hamad, technical co-chair. Eric, Don Harris, and there'll be other volunteers from Baltimore section as well. I have to stop this. Then poster chair, Wei Wang, sponsorship exhibits workshop. We have Ralph Amber Mills from Hopkins, APL, Joe Levy, the treasurer and Princeton Central Justice Section. There are lots of PPC members. I'd like to acknowledge them later, but let me just move on. So this is the 2023 program committee. I think many of you asked whether we have a program book, and Roger Ding has actually made this program book available. We didn't want to have physical books, so it is available online, and you can download it anytime. Just to give you, we do it on Saturday because there is a reason to that. We wanted to encourage the students, K-12 students, even teachers, to write papers and get all archived in IEEE Explored, okay? So it is important that the parents, the siblings who are interested in STEM should be able to attend. That's why I've been doing it on Saturdays all these years. And thank you for coming so early morning. IEEE ISEC info, if you log in there, the free registration, you should be able to go through the whole program. You just need to create an account there. And you can also have access to past years like 20, 21, 22. They've all been there. So you can get access to that. So please do that. The main conference, IEEE Conf STEM, you can just go there, you get all the details about what's happening. Okay, next. Technical co-sponsors. So IEEE Princeton Central just is the financial sponsor, but we'd like to thank Baltimore section, IEEE Region 1, Region 2, Education Society, IEEE Communication Society, and IEEE Future Networks technical community, where I also serve as the chair for that. So if you're interested to see how 5G, 6G is going for 3 or 5 or 10 years from now, please let me know. You have a role to play there. There are a lot of partners and sponsors. Some of the exhibitors you can see on the floor. MathWorks, Prism, STEM, Work Studio, Math Happens, and Hopkins APL, Engineering Innovation. Some of them are there. So please feel free to stop by and look at the demos. And also the workshop. There'll be 4 workshops, so please do attend that. They're very hands-on. I'd like to acknowledge IEEE TV. This is being streamed live, although people are joining through Zoom. So I'd like to thank my IEEE TV colleagues, Nick, Gerald, and Steve for helping us here. Region 1, Region 2, Communication Society. So this is the agenda. We have registration copy. There's lots of food if you enjoy as much as you can. We're going to the introduction, then keynote. We have 4 distinguished speakers. Joe will be talking from US Naval Academy, Rosalind, Dr. Hargreaves from NSF, Dwight Carr from APL STEM Director, and Dr. Kathleen Delori from DHS. So please don't miss those. These are also being recorded. So this will be available in IEEE TV. We got about 60 poster sessions, right? Some of them in person, and some are virtual. So if you go to ISEC info, because you're doing hybrid, there are 10 parallel sessions going on in the afternoon. So there are 4 workshops, then parallel sessions. We also have arranged a shuttle. So between 11:30, right after the keynote and before the workshop starts, there'll be shuttle outside if you want to take a tour for 30 minutes. So you can go for a tour. So there'll be workshop parallel sessions. There'll be upstairs. There are 4 rooms there. So please stop by. There'll be break. Then we have a full paper, work in progress. They'll be in parallel session. There are 12 tracks. So actually, sorry, 10 tracks. So each track will have combination of hybrid and, virtual and on-site. So a little bit brief history of 13 years of ISEC. I'd like to thank all the volunteers who have done it. Many folks who have attended and volunteered in the past, they're also helping out today in this conference as volunteers. So please, if you want to be a volunteer, please let us know. We really need STEM school students to be part of this. We're saying, why don't you come here, just sit here in case you want to go through the poster. All right, so this is just the virtual stuff. As you can see, we didn't stop. We continued through it. There are a lot of committee members right here. These are the folks who have been sponsored partners over the years. So we like to acknowledge their sponsorship. We want to make this conference affordable. That's why we made it free, and would not have been possible without the support from our sponsor and patrons. I don't have to go through this, but this kind of gives you a rundown of some of the past keynote speakers that include the past president of IEEE, EAB vice president, people from NASA, AT&T, and many of these are available. So if you like to get access to that, please reach out to us. So we are very fortunate. We have 4 distinguished keynotes this time as well. All right, basically more of those. Nita Patel, for example, you might see, she is the Computer Society president right now. We also have Kapil Dandekar from Drexel. He was the EAB vice president. Folks from NASA and Department of Energy, just to name a few. All right, so Davidson Memorial Award. So this is from last year. This is a poster. So David Soul was our colleague. So I just like to acknowledge his contribution. He was the past section chair for IEEE Princeton Central Justice section, and I was the chair from 2008 to 9. And he passed away. And in his memory, we have this memorial award. So last year, these are the three students who got the best poster paper. And so we named it after David Soul. And this year also, 2023, we'll have them ready a little later because we are still kind of evaluating and the process of doing that. So I'd like to thank the family members of David Soul, and he was a great colleague for us. Now, this is for this year, 2023. First time you're seeing this. So if you are in the audience, congratulations. We are going to be sending you the certificate and any honorarium associated with that. So first place, adapting cybersecurity teacher training camp to virtual learning. Joshua Madi, Eric Dillon, Hans Norman from Marshall University. Second place, immersive curriculum to develop computational science, research skills in a cohort-based internship program. And this is from APL, colleagues, Eric Johnson, Danilo Simonet, Marisha Hughes, Julie Burrows, Sydney, Martha, Bill. Bill, are you there? Should be coming in. And the third place, multilingual Daily Story Time, Naga Modi from Johns Hopkins and Adam Charles from Johns Hopkins. So then this is the work in progress. So work in progress, we have three. First place, adjustable platform for exploring soft robotic gripper design. General Park, University of Massachusetts, Laurel. They're all from UMass. Emily Lavelle, Dominic Carrillo, and Holly Yonko. Second place, developing mini VR game engines as an engaging learning method for digital arts and science. Angelo Barmoputis, Webin Guo, and Ines Said from University of Florida. Third place, Leopoldo Julian Lopez, Olga Lopez from Mexico, Monterrey, Mexico. So I'd like to thank Iman Hamad and Dr. Iman Hamad, Dr. Mithun Mukherjee, who are the technical program co-chairs, and all the TPC members who helped tremendously going through all this. We had average 2 to 3 reviews. So we could not, this is a paper we thought worth mentioning. It could not fit in the first 3. So this is work in progress. We call it honorable mention, A3SAT using CubeSat emulators to broaden advanced participation in STEM education. This is John Murray and from the US Naval Academy, Jin Kang. I think you will see this paper today. It will be presented. You should have, Christine, are you here? Oh, yeah, well, congratulations, Christine. So, yeah, so you'll see this paper. These are some of the posters we had in the Princeton University. And today we have posters, you'll be seeing that. Okay, just to let you know, that's okay. Thank you, Weshing, for organizing. This is, by the way, all the abstracts are being archived in IEEE Explore. So if you are contributing, you should be able to search your thing in the, and feel free to submit for papers also, right? Because they also get archived. So statistics, we have keynote speakers, 4 of those, full papers, 48, work in progress, 32, K-12 poster presentation, 66. So this is a combination. Some will be on demand, some are live here. There are 6 workshops. Actually, 2 of them will be virtual, so you will see there are 4 workshops. This is the statistics in terms of more than 27 countries. So this is a purely international conference. We made it hybrid, so people from the rest of the world can also contribute. Just to give you an idea, so please spread the word. So obviously US has the maximum percentage, but really want this to spread around the world. These are the workshops. So 2 workshops are virtual, like Donna Sefer. So there are going to be 4 workshops upstairs after the lunch. Okay, please do attend those upstairs. Okay, so these are the workshops throughout the years. I'm not going to go over that, just to give you an idea, some of the workshops, exhibitors throughout the years. All right, thank you, all the exhibitors. They keep coming back. Just to give you an idea, we have, before we get into the keynotes, I just wanted to show the actual agenda here. So with that, at this point, we are going to start the keynote.